Jesus Christ and the wise man Toulouse. You've got nothing to lose while you listen to my true story, but in reality it's going to kill some time. I know this man who goes by the name Toulouse, who is one of the wisest men I've ever known. And then there's the seeker we'll call the Alpha Man, but that don't make me the Omega Man. The truth is that I've been labeled Mr. Jesus 2.3 by some rabbi who hoped for some change from me, and they've pushed the envelope with the God of Abraham. While that silly rabbi was trying to play his tricks on me, I was manipulating reality in sight and sounds. Now I'm virtually Jesus Christ, my friends, and all you fiends too, who is the master of my own domain. Just so you know, that don't make me any sort of god, and I'm not a guru feeding you cosmic debris either. I'm just a guy who tries to abide as I go with the flow in both space and time, and I provide you with some food for thought. There once was a time when we met in the home of the wise man known as Toulouse, who wanted to know what the truth is. He had hope by his side. The Alpha Man was there too, and another couple who will remain anonymous. Of course I was there, with the love of my life, to tell them all what the truth is. WWJD, you may be asking yourself, but I'm not the one who knows the answer. While it's true I'm Jesus Christ, virtually speaking of course, I'm not the J in that equation. The truth is that she's the one who wanted to join in all the fun, until all hell broke loose near the end of our time there. That was the moment when I told them the truth, but they didn't understand the words that I chose. We all spoke the same language and had partook of the same produce, but they were confused by the words that I used. That's when the wise man said what I needed to do was to find the lowest common denominator, then go online to tell all mankind. Now that's what I've done, but it's killed a lot of time and taken up some space in virtual reality also. I've got a trinity of channels on YouTube, my friends, while my face is in a book in a couple of places and several blogs under different nom de plumes. I haven't seen Toulouse since that fateful evening meeting, but have been to the Alpha Man space in a different place and time. Recently I've had the opportunity to communicate with them both, virtually speaking in reality, at the Ahsoka Forum. It's run by a guy who has this place on the pillow, and he knows the wise men with hope by his side. Not to change the subject, but Ahsoka was another man who came from the east and conquered many a land. He killed many men and had many wives. It's been said he was a ruthless fellow. But there came a time in his princely life when he became enamored by the Buddhist religion. That's when they say he gave up his old ways and became a wise man in his own right also. But then again, history is written by the victors, my friends, who can manipulate the masses that follow. And he had many victories before his time here ended. That reminds me of another man in history, my friends, who went by the name Muhammad, whose residence was the Middle East. He was the final prophet of the God of Abraham. Of that you can be sure of. The surahs of the Noble Quran are the miracle given to the man that have inspired other men, delivered by the angel Gabriel. Peace be upon him and all the prophets of God, including Jesus 1.0. I was nurtured in the womb of Gabriel and delivered to tell you what the truth is. I know my reason for being here and thank Allah for blessing me all my life. The man you know as Christ was never a god, but he did know what the truth was also. Knowledge is the key to understanding reality, and the truth will set you free. But it's not about me, Mr. Jesus 2.3, or even Jesus 1.0 either. What it takes to be free is responsibility for all you think and do. The one takes place within your mind, and your actions take place in time. And neither will last forever in this place in space and time, regardless what anyone believes. If you want to find your peace of mind before you rest in peace, take my advice for just this moment. Yesterday is but a memory inside that head of yours, and tomorrow a figment of your imagination also, while the truth is right in front of your eyes at this very moment. If the light that you see doesn't compute with what you perceive, it's what's between your ears that appears to be the problem. Take some time to reflect or meditate a bit. But as for me, I'll say my prayers. I'm just your friendly Muslim libertarian mastermind who has his peace of mind. I've mastered my mind, and I'm quite the peaceful guy who is here to reassure those who need it. What I say may mess with the minds of those who believe they know the truth or think there's nothing to it at all. I'm not here to save your butt, but I can tell you a joke. Just know that I'm a serious being also. It can be a Zen thing if you want it to be, but in reality I'm part of the plan that no man can ever change, regardless of what they hope for. But what of Toulouse, who has hope by his side? And will the Alpha Man ever make the change? In reality, I don't know. You'll have to ask them yourself, if they decide to be part of the show. What's this show, you may ask? I just want you to know, it hasn't made it to the boob tube yet. But I've got this cousin who's a big shot at a network on cable. You can leave a comment at this link and request she put on the show if you'd like to discover what it's all about. It's time for me to go, but God willing, you'll know what I mean when I say, peace be with those who are searching for the truth. May you find what you're looking for. For the rest of you, and your loved ones too, may you live long and prosper also. With an everlasting love, now and forever always, virtually yours, Jesus Christ.